Tis be Olin Odinson Cancer. Welcome to my channel. So good to have you. Alright. Before we begin, I am working with The Fairies' Oracle by Brian Froud. And I just want to say this is a new channel, so the setup is still being diamond structured. And I tried to see how this because this deck is not tarot. And as another reader, as another being pointed that out, her channel is Mana, by the way, but she reads with this deck as well, and something about it is just very timeless and can't run away from that. So yeah, and that being said, I believe I'm just going to do weeklies, because the thing about these cards, it's like you can go as deep as you want to. So the monthly, I just feel far more efficient as a YouTuber, as serving my purpose if I do these as weeklies. So I'm definitely going to start shifting into weeklies. I don't know just quite yet if I'm going to release the monthlies, but we shall see. But if I'm doing this every week, it's kind of pointless, right? Because then I'd be doing it for the first week of the monthly reading. You know, it's confusing. Anywho, Z Cancer, if you are still with me, thank you. You're loyal. Let's begin with your reading. Let us begin. Let us. All right, Cancer. What wants to come out for the Cancer? Timeless. We got a story for you. We've got. You want me to work with this? I'll do that. All right, so straight up, Cancer, something very natural is occurring to you, like it's like medicine. Oh, I say that because the song "Medicine" by Daughter literally just came on, and I have a thing about this song. This song is one of my power frequencies of healing, and you're going through some major healing right now. You're coming whole again. All right, this is the thing about this, though, that gets thrown around a lot. What I want to say about that, you're becoming whole again. And when I say becoming whole, I literally mean there's two beings in this picture. You're becoming whole again, if you know what I mean. So divine masculine, divine feminine, twin flame. You're becoming whole again, genuinely so, though. This is not theoretical. This is not theoretical. This is genuine. This is genuine wholeness. Damn. As I say that, we have the Phoenix card. You're genuinely, this is a whole new, okay, so like, you see this? Counterparts, all right? Symmetrical, all right? Whoop! Right on the other side. And, you've got a warm heart, you've got a beautiful brain, but it's disintegrating, all right? That line, you've got a warm heart, you've got a beautiful brain, but it's disintegrating. Wherever you are right now, let go. It's like this transmission to a new life. Bear with me, guys. It's like Cancer. It feels like your frequency is just harmonizing with this, all right? You've got a warm heart, you've got a beautiful brain, but it's disintegrating. Your brain, the way you think, specifically, the emotional attachment to the thoughts, that's disintegrating, all right? That's dissipating. That's the importance of it, specifically. The importance of your thoughts, it's disintegrating. And now the importance is now in the heart, in the emotion, in the counterpart, in the reason for all of this. Literally, not a second will go by where a pin drops and then you make that relevance into your life. Why did that pin just drop? Is that a distinction that I'm not paying attention to the meticulous details that are around me? It's that type of thing. It's plugging in all the pieces together, wholeness, all right? All of that energy right next to the singer of, look at that. This is not even a singer card, but it's like, pretty much the singers are like the angels, all right? It's like the major arcana, I guess you could say. It's something very, very, it cannot be labeled. It cannot be labeled. So we put these labels so that we can understand them. This particular label has had many names: Transfiguration, Phoenix. But the root of it is you rise from the ashes, all right? Whatever seems to be falling, make use of it, all right? There's this sense, there's this indecisiveness with how to proceed with the future. I'm getting, it's like you guys are so sweet, Cancer. It's like you guys don't want to step over people. You do not want to step over people, but there's a realization that you're coming into. Which ball weighs heavier? All right, which one? All right, the soda light or the calcite here. I don't know why I got that specific, but it's like clearly this one has more, not more importance, but it's more bigger picture. All right, loud and clear. I'm sorry if, by the way, if you hear my husky crying. Yeah, big picture. Okay, that's what it is. If you are having if you are worried about stepping over people, focus at the root. Big picture here. What is the big picture here? What am I trying to create here? And it is you, your wholeness. It's not about, all right? So in this case, it is very okay. This is that whole frequency of when is it okay to be selfish? If it's not hurting anybody, and I don't mean emotionally, all right? That's completely out of the picture. I mean, are you genuinely hurting physically, or are you affecting their life in a negative way? If the answer is no, and they're simply being hurt emotionally, as in they're taking offense because of their beliefs, irrelevant as fuck. Irrelevant. It's like all that matters is you, this transfer, this wholeness, all right? It's very clear. What needs to be done here. And if you're resonating with this, you're feeling this. It's very clear what must be done. It's very clear what must be detached. All right, I'm feeling like a release. And now let's do this, because I want to look at the story now. Yup. Alchemy. Nellis the Alchemist. Right next to undressing of a salad, doing too many things at once, but the alchemist finds a way. How? Flipping the flipping it into your reality however it makes sense. All right, a pin dropping. How does that make sense in my life right now? Somebody being absolutely rude to you. How does that make sense for me right now? And why do I need to be offended? It's that frequency. Is why do I, it's the dissipation of thoughts. Why am I giving the thought that offends me power? It doesn't offend me. It may have offended who I was in the past. But now I'm using alchemy and I'm turning that into a different perspective. Now I see it as compassion. It's okay. And it's like this new thing. It's whatever this is. If this is romantic, it's like detaching the ego once and for all. It's like, oh, okay, this is loud and clear. So wherever your counterpart is, so if this is romantic or anything, wherever your partner is in the relationship dynamic, you're just not gonna hold them to their physical reality anymore. You're just gonna let that be. You're gonna let that be and fly. You're gonna fly on your own, with or without them, I'm hearing. But it's with them. It's with them. That's loud, very loud. It's with them in your heart. So if this is not specifically, it can be for many of you soulmates, divine counterparts, or twin flames. You two are together. You two are one. You two are one together with this transfiguration, with this phoenix moment. You two are one. You two are in harmony with this release, with this choice. You both do. You both make the right one. So if you are having trouble, like I don't know what to do next, you know what to do next. You just are unsure that it's the right thing to do, and it is the right thing to do. Whatever, if it is true to your heart, the one that weighs heavier into how you feel, what you truly desire, for the good of all, the highest good of all, bigger picture here, that's all that matters. Let the rest fall, and just, it's turning what was upside down upright. Somehow you make it so. Somehow you make it so. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh my. Wow. Cancer. This is a resurrection of the divine masculine. This is what I'm hearing now. Oh, wow. Crystal clear. A resurrection. Something that was lost but found. Something that was lost but found in the throat chakra. The maze that was here is no longer a maze, but now a clear channel. So communication isn't as perplexing. All right, I'm feeling like every time you came into communication with this specific individual, you came out more confused than when you entered it. That was because you were listening to the mind. You've got a warm heart, you've got a beautiful brain, but the brain is dissipating now. It's disintegrating. Now the importance is now not in the brain, it is in the heart. The importance is not in the brain, it is in the heart now. And when that is felt, this whole transfiguration occurs for the both of you. And it is an opening of receptivity, an opening of life, accepting it in. Because right next to this, now this is like the other person's story. They're opening that part of themselves. This is the divine father himself. He of the flaming sword. The sword going right up all 7 chakras to the crown and arcing and just protecting. This is a protector. This is a side of themselves that just, that's all I can say on that. That is loud and utterly loving. This is genuine love. This is genuine love. If this is not romantic, this is the side of yourself that is finally protecting your heart. But for both, this is actually like this is that wholeness, all right? Because you are finally protecting your heart. Now they get into that frequency too, and now they're like, whoa, look at all that I have to protect. All right, it's like wherever they are, complete 360 into this completely divine timing frequency, because this is very, very sudden, but not so sudden. It is sudden, but anticipated at the same time, because you're going one direction, you say whoop, back to my protector mode. All right, all of this is being felt and done with. Ooh. Whoever you're dealing with cancer, because now this feels entirely separate from you, even if I try to make this yourself. Now this feels like whoever they finally stepped into their power, the divine masculine is awake, but in the physical, all right? But it's at a pace that is divine time. This is a process that has taken a bit. This is a process that has taken a bit. Has it? Geo the Slow, Tobias of the Waters, and then the Oakman. So I'm going to give this to you play by play. This, you knew this was coming. It was just taking forever, and that's why life has just been out of order for you, Cancer. But now you're finally back in alignment. It feels a lot of healing with knowing that divine timing. Because this is my power card, predominantly for divine timing. I don't know if you can see these teeth right here. He guards it with him, all right? With him. with his teeth. It's right there, kind of threatening. All right, it's threatening, but it's not because he's smiling, right? But it's there. Should you ever take the treasure ahead of time, he's gonna bite you because he loves you. So, and that sounds very twin flamey, right? For those of you who are aware, if you contact your twin flame before union, it gets intense, and that's that whole thing. That's why this is approached in a delicate manner by them, because they know how it has unfolded in the past. Yep, they know how it has unfolded in the past, so they're needing to do this the right way. They want this. Whoever you're dealing with may have control issues, but in a sweet way. It's romantic because they understand what has unfolded, but because it is intense what unfolded in the past. Because honestly, to be in this power is intense energies here. There's a healing here that is, because now I'm feeling the energy of what unfolded in the past. I'm feeling it was intense. That's why it is approached in this delicate manner, because we have the pook now. And this energy, I always like to say this with this card, too many chakra activations at once. Predominantly here it's heart, because I said heart. And we have the heart card here, and I'll get to that in a second. There's a big heart chakra activation, and they're just a domino effect, a Mandela effect. They're just looking at everything that unfolded in the past, and they're like, how do I fix this? All right, it's a slow unfolding of what unfolded in the past, and they're like, how do I fix this? How do I heal this? And they're taking their sweet time, because they know if they don't do it the right way, it can go places. But how I'm seeing it is it's approached the right way. It definitely is, because right next to the pook we have the singer of the courage. So they are needing. Oh, actually, back to this card before I go to that. Too many chakra activations, right? So it's like, and when you have chakra activations, it needs to be expressed. If you are familiar with chakra activations, they don't completely get done with. I mean, you know what I mean. They don't completely become processed unless something, the reason for its being here is expressed. And they're mustering up the courage. They're asking. So if simply just like, if this is the other person, simply ask for the courage and you will receive it. Surprisingly enough, you will receive the courage. And they're mustering up this courage to approach you in the right way, because they have a lot to tell you. Now we're going to that heart chakra activation right here. I don't know if you see, energy is going all over the place around his heart. It's going like jumping. It's like, it's just everywhere. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. And it's new auspicious beginning. Honesty here, Cancer. This is before I go, that heart chakra, now he's gonna properly express himself in a king royally energy, a proper expression of being a king. All right, I'm hearing this, a proper expression of being a king, because next up in line we have the maiden, and this is auspicious new beginnings. This is a new beginning, a new way of how he is expressing himself. Lots of new. All right. Oh God, and it's going everywhere. It's going all over the place, but predominantly this is, I honestly, I'm trying to say something else other than new, but they just keep yelling it's new because it's a phoenix moment, right? I looked at 1919. This is the door closed and a beginning uprooted. It's uprooted. This relationship is uprooting. This is what I'm hearing. It's uprooting and going into a new firm spot, because wow, interesting. It's like every time I'm feeling like there is something that always tries to stop him. Something that always tries, oh God, now I'm feeling, this is very third party, very, it's an energy, can be a thought, actually, can be just a thought in the mind, but every time he tries to express this part of himself, you've got this soul shrinker right next to the Habja, and the Habja's like, hey, stop, and then it's like, and then you can't do this because it's like that type of energy. Okay, the soul shrinker. This energy is sure what was shrinking his soul, because whatever this energy is, though, I don't blame it. I always do this with this card because it doesn't know any better. That being said, it needs to be taught a lesson here. Whatever it is, but don't worry because the divine takes care of that. I'm hearing, oh, this is the divine and this is the soul shrinker, and the divine puts a fucking full stop to that. Oh God, sorry for cursing. Why would I mean, yeah, if you know me by now, I curse a lot, so anywho, I just know some people are sensitive to that stuff, so if you are, I'm sorry. But the divine puts a full stop to that energy that goes like, are you sure you can do? The divine just says STFU, okay, because this is obviously meant to be. Okay, it's obviously meant to be. We have unity card right here. This is a unity. I love it. I love it. All of that because it was like the divine puts a full stop to this shrinking energy. Finally, once that's done, all this is entered into their heart chakra. It is processed, and then unity. Right after that, we have Lauthus the Wild. Quick activity. Afterwards, now things come into play. And now, I'm feeling like there's going to be energies that are just like, you're just going to leave me behind here. And as I said, stepping, like, people that are, that might get hurt in the process, but it is completely personal and it has nothing to do with you. It is completely and entirely personal. It has nothing to do with you. It's like, yo, this is not about you, all right? This feels like this is the karmic situation. So now it's like the masculine is moving away from that. Whatever that frequency it is can be karmic, but it's like they're moving away from that frequency. And I'm getting this, I just watched Lord of the Rings too, so get ready, guys. I'm probably going to do more references in those because that movie is far more subliminal in messages than you know. But that being said, I'm remembering the Return of the King movie, specifically the scene. I'm sorry, I cannot remember all the characters right now, but it's specifically the Princess of Rohan. I'm pretty sure. I hope I'm not fucking that up and pissing all of you guys off. But specifically, there's a scene where a mistress, pretty much, a guy, and then I'm not even gonna get too deep into that. Point blank period. He handles her by saying, "You are only in love with the shadow, nothing more," and walks away. Just like that. Just like that. You are only in love with the shadow and nothing more. And it is what it is, all right? And then right after that, that's that illumination, all right? There's an illumination of this truth, of this frequency. And behind that is Fact the Footer, Niek the Neomancer, and the Rock card, and Ecstasis. Holy, that is awesome. Oh, just to not make this complicated, because we're already 23 minutes in. Jesus. Solace. This energy right here, that king energy, just turns around to the shadow and says, "You're just in love with the shadow. Like, don't put that frequency within my energy because it's not mine." It is handled like that, all right? The foot, Fact the Foot, he just drops. He just drops the foot just like that, okay? I know, hairy leg. The foot is put down and it is dealt with. I'm a end it on that note because damn, Cancer. Damn, you a badass. You're a badass. I feel like saying that you're a badass because you've stepped into your energy. You're like with or without you, but I know it's with you. So I'm not even gonna apply this is that's the whole union thing. So it's like you are in union before you are in physical union. That needs to be understood around the spiritual community more so in depth though. So there's going to be a video like right here, linking to the divine masculine, divine feminine message. So check that out if you are resonating, and pay attention to the story. If you truly do care about your twin flame, your divine counterpart, look into, if you feel led to, because if you feel led to, no pressure here, but if you feel led to, look in between the lines and see what is trying to be said in that video, and I'll link it. I'll actually link it in the bio for you guys, and I'll put it in it'll be recommended. But that being said, I'm gonna end it on that note. So if this resonated, feel free to like, subscribe, comment, share, press that belly bell. Before I go, I'm starting to do this at the end of all of my readings. Thank you, all of you guys. I feel your presence, and it gets louder and louder every day. Thank you for your support, genuinely. Farewell.